everyone. Well, it's time to meet another guest. Now, he is a film director, a cinematographer, a video editor, and a Raptors fan. Ladies and gentlemen, David VanDyke. Welcome to the show, David.
Hi, thanks for having me, Nancy. Great to be on.
For sure. I'm glad you're here. So when did you decide to become a film director?
That's been a consideration since I was a kid, actually. Like I grew up making videos with friends and doing little films, and it was just always sort of built into my passions from I'd say about 13 to 14 years old is when it was really there. But yeah, I've been making stuff for a while now.
So do you have a particular type of film that you direct, or does it matter?
Yeah, I've grown up making more action, sci-fi, but now I've gravitated more towards dramas, crime dramas especially. I love crime, telling that story, and thrillers as well. Just something that kind of keeps people on a line, suspenseful.
Okay, so what are some of the films that you've directed?
I'm doing one now called Brink. It's my biggest short yet, and basically that's about a man who robs an armored truck for his family, and it's inspired by true events from the States and based on one of the most elaborate armored truck heists. So it's been quite a big undertaking, and something that I feel like I can be very, very proud of and excited to share when that comes out here soon. Then other than that one being current, I've done a series of shorts that are all on my YouTube channel, VanDyke Visuals, and then beyond that, I've done like a bunch of little ones when I was younger.
So where are they shown?
Depending on how they kind of run through with festivals, it'll be either a local theater, like a Vancouver local cinema, or it will sometimes be an online screening. And of course, YouTube's great for that, and like all these like online platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah. So with Brink particularly, I'm going to be doing the whole wide festival run. So it could screen with cinemas in the United States, internationally, Canada, obviously, all these different kind of places.
So speaking of that, now, have you ever been part of like the Canada Film Festival that they show, you can go sit in a local theater and see them?
It's like a film festival.
Yeah, sure. Probably for short films.
Yeah. Like I was at the local Crazy Eights fest that went on this year, and Vancouver Badass Film Festival. I had a film in there that I shot and co-produced. So yeah, there's more local ones that I'm going to now, but also looking towards some of those big ones like Toronto International Film Festival or Sundance, and not just trying to get in with a film, but also attending. I think there's a lot of value in that as well. So that'll be definitely on my bucket list in the next few years.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. It says you're a film cinematographer, so you are also shoot the films yourself, right?
I'm for my own, I've mostly shot, correct. But then that's more professionally, where like I kind of make my living and that kind of thing is shooting, not film so much, but commercials, music videos, and those kind of things mainly.
Okay, so have you done that like hand in hand, or has one started before the other, like the film directing before the cinematography?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, with the film direct, I mean, it was always sort of tied together, like it went hand in hand, just because I was doing all this myself when I was young, and kind of grew up having a good understanding of kind of all three of those things: editing, cinematography, and directing. But I would say the directing came first, just because I needed to have the idea in place and put that through. Yeah.
Now with your editing, do you, again, is that a professional or again just for your own films?
Yeah, right, professional. So I also edit, right? I'll edit projects that people give me and do work for clients through that as well. Yeah.
I hate editing.
Yeah. Well, especially with an hour, 2 hour long podcast, it's got to be a little bit more tedious, right? And
I don't do it. Yeah. I had somebody who used to volunteer, because I don't get paid for this, right? So
okay, yeah.
And now everything just goes out raw. But,
Nice. Yeah, I'll try not to mess up. I hope I'm doing okay.
well, you know, the way I look at it is just part of who we are, just part of life. Like if I stumble and mispronounce
Yeah,
his name, which I do all the time,
yeah.
it's what I do in my normal life, you know?
Yeah, no, that's great. I like that. It's very like raw and open kind of communication. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
cool.
it's all about getting to know you more than the correctness of,
Mm,
you know,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I like that. I like it a lot.
Okay, so now, okay, and again, I know you're a Raptors fan, and the only reason why I know that that is a basketball team is because you, on your profile, it shows a picture of
Yeah,
a basketball.
yeah, yeah. Toronto Raptors. I've been a big fan for years now since a kid. So, yeah, yeah.
So you have now something you said coming up you're working on, right?
Well, yeah, I'm currently finishing Brink, this crime drama short film that's taken me the past about 2 years now, 2 years or more just to like write and shoot, fund it obviously, and then edit it all. And I've taken a lot of myself to actually be able to do just because of the budget constraints. So like it's finally getting to that point where I can put it out. So it's just really exciting that yeah, that we're there pretty much, with it. So
So how
yeah.
do you find the actors to be in your films?
That for Brink, it was mostly Facebook groups or personal connections that I already had that I knew would make a fit for the role. And then yeah, I met a lot of new actors through this, so it's been really cool because it's like always a networking kind of opportunity. But yeah, Facebook has been great. I mean, that's how you found me, I assume. So
Yes,
it
yes.
works. It seems to do the trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that because the minute I would friend you, then all of a sudden with you comes other suggestions from Facebook, you know?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of fun that way, right?
It is. It is really cool. I like Facebook for that. It seems like more of a community than other social media platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that the COVID is, things are opening up a little bit more, although they're talking about a new wave, but
Right.
how has that changed things for you?
It hasn't probably as much as for a lot of other people. Just because for a lot of my work I can be remote with the editing, for example.
Right.
So I was doing that pretty much all throughout the pandemic. And then shooting as well, albeit just less and with masks. But yeah, now that it's opened up a lot more, there's definitely more work, and there's definitely more different types of work as well, where you can be a little bit more in closer proximity with people and that kind of thing, which is nice. So
Right.
yeah,
No, because
yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, no, you're good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now, since you do video editing, do you ever cringe watching something that you feel that hasn't been edited well and yet it's on maybe television or something?
Yeah, yeah. Although sometimes I'll just not notice it because I'm looking at other things, but when I do, it's like, man, who did, who did that? Yeah, it can happen, but honestly, not often, just because um I don't study the editing enough. I
Oh,
think when I watch something, if when I watch something, I'll more so notice the cinematography and the acting, and if I'm really in it, I'll just get drawn into the story and be a
hmm.
typical viewer. But yeah, editing is funny for me because I'm usually not noticing that aspect as much as other things. But yeah,
Okay. No, did you go to film school?
I didn't know. No, just self-taught. Yeah.
Well, very good. I think that's great,
Thank you. Yeah, I've had the passion for so long, and then I got older and I really considered it, but it got to the point where I'd already put so much money into the gear and my own passions to make these films that I was like, well, why spend it on a school at this point where I've sort of already have done the school, in my own way. So it was just a matter of, getting those connections now in the industry and that kind of thing. Yeah.
So now when you've done been hired for a cinematographer and that
Yeah,
gone out somewhere and you get to watch it, that must feel awesome for you to know that
it
you're
is.
part of that.
Yeah, it is exciting, and you see it pop up, so many places sometimes, depending on what it is. If it's an ad, YouTube ads or Instagram ads, Facebook,
Yeah.
all these things. Yeah, it is exciting for sure. Yeah.
So have you ever sat somewhere where you're watching something and you're with people that didn't know that you had any part in that particular film?
Yeah, there have been times, not so much where I'm like next to that person watching, but times where I've told people later on and they're like, "Oh, hey, I saw that. No way, you shot that or you made that?" Like, cool, man. So it's always rewarding and gratifying when I can hear that. So makes me feel like my work kind of has a bit of an impact, no matter how small or big that I can get.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you said you've written some of the things that you direct, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm honestly not as proficient with writing, so I have a writing partner now that I work with. But yeah, in the past, I've pretty much written a lot of my work, most of it for sure. Yeah,
So you have a
yeah,
really good collaboration with your writer partner?
I do. Yeah, his name's Corey Malone, and he's awesome because he also acts and he'll produce, and we both sort of produce together a lot of times. So it's a cool relationship there because we fill different niches, right? And yeah, nice.
Right. So do you do any acting yourself?
No, I don't by any means really professionally, and only acting has just been my really old stuff where I couldn't find an actor to be in it. So I'm like, okay, I'll act in this. I need to be the actor here. But yeah, no, I don't know.
So now when you were filming one of your or directing one of your films, how much traveling have you done? Like how far have you gone away from your area, say, to do some filming?
Um,
Or have?
directing, not much. Filming, cinematography, more so. And that is something that I want to do for sure. So that's definitely on my bucket list to be able to get paid to, direct and travel and shoot. That'd be really cool. But no, for shooting, even like the furthest I've gone on a paid thing was like I want to say like Chilliwack Hope, like not even like it's definitely something that I want to do more, but you just haven't got the opportunity yet for sure.
Well, if it ever comes up again that you can come and film, you're filming something in Chilliwack, let me know, and I will we'll do an interview like in person.
That'd be great. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Yeah. That's
I
cool.
mean, I could film you filming.
Exactly. Yeah, get some behind the scenes there. Yeah, for
Yeah, that
sure.
would
Have
be a lot
something
of
for
fun.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's amazing. Yeah.
yeah,
We'll do it. Yeah.
yeah. Like, I love stuff like that. I just
Great.
do the occasional in person, but it's usually if somebody's local, because
Right. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
No, that'd be cool for sure. There's obviously I work with a producer out there and he's always giving me work. So yeah,
nice.
definitely I'll let you know.
All right,
Yeah.
nice.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So remind me again now what do you have coming up
For films,
for any of your work, whether it's something your own personal work or something you're going to be doing for somebody else.
I'm directing slash shooting a co-directing, you could say, slash shooting a music video soon with this artist I've known for years now, really. He's this local rapper and he's awesome. He's always bringing ideas to the table and he's quite talented. So we're going over some ideas. We're gonna drop a storyboard and figure out a way to do like a really cool shot where it's like overhead with one light over the artist and then the camera's just sort of like spinning around them. So it's just them illuminated by this one light in this dark room. Trying to find a way to do that and then also tell a story through it because I think that's important and he wants to do more of that with his music videos, his
Nice.
storytelling and that kind of thing. So we're gonna like write a script and have something ready to go for that. So that's gonna be a project that'll be coming up in the summer here, but that is gonna be on the radar for sure that we're working on. Yeah.
Very good. Now, if somebody want to hire you, how would they contact you?
My number would probably be the best way at 778-984-3841, but also my website, V as in Victor, D as in David, visuals davidvandyke.com is a good way, because then people find my work there and kind of go off that. But yeah, I'm always, with my phone. So if anyone wants to call or text, then my number is a great way to do that. Yeah.
And of course, you're on Facebook as well.
Of course, yeah. Actually, Facebook's a common one for sure, because people just direct message, or Instagram, or yeah, those two platforms actually are really popular too. So yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to end it there, but just stay on camera.
Sure.
Just want to talk to the audience. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about David VanDyke. And if you want to hire him, I will include his information so that you can either call him or look him up on the website. And of course, he is, as he said, he's on Facebook, which is a really nice way of getting in touch. Take care, everybody, and I hope you continue to tune into my show. And peace out, everyone.